Remember Project Mercury? Well, it's coming back. It feels like it was only a couple weeks ago that I got my hands on Project Mercury, but it's actually been a little bit longer than that. Anyways, Microsoft is announcing today that they are, pulling the covers back on Project Mercury, which is actually the new Xbox store that is going to be coming to a console near you in the very near future. Actually, August 5th is when this is going to start to be rolling out. Now, we're just going to take a quick look here, and this is going to be the new authentication experience. First off, Microsoft is making some fundamental changes. It's been completely built from the ground up, and you are going to have to sign in to actually start seeing content. That's not too big of a surprise. Microsoft has been pushing for parental controls, and we'll talk about that in a minute, but it's related to what content you can and can't see and some curation. But anyways, once you do get authenticated, this is going to be the store dashboard, if you will, that you're going to see. It's nice, clean, modern, and it's got that left rail. That is going to be the focus of how you're going to be navigating around, and the goal here is to make things faster. Microsoft is saying that it only takes about 2 seconds to launch this application, which if you're used to the current Microsoft store, or I should say the Xbox store on the Xbox, it takes a very, very long time, and it has been pretty much sluggish ever since the Xbox has been introduced. And while Microsoft has rebuilt much of the dashboard, the store has kind of remained on the back burner until now. So you can start to see a couple different ways when you start navigating around, just a better looking UI. And since I've played around with the app quite a bit, it's quite good. And so you are going to enjoy using this on your Xbox console. And here you can get a better look at the navigation, which makes it so much easier to see some tiering like top paid and top free or best rated or add-ons. And then you can also manage your subscriptions or sign up for subscriptions like Game Pass and all that good stuff. But this is going to make it much more intuitive to actually go into the store and find content you actually might care about or want to download. When you get to a game such as Gears 5 here, one nice thing that I really like is how it very clearly says included with Game Pass. So you can either buy this and just install it, or if you already have Game Pass, you can just click that nifty little install button right there. If you do add it to your shopping cart, Microsoft is finally making the shopping cart experience less than a dumpster fire. You can now very clearly see what you're paying, what you're getting, and if you have multiple items in there, then you can easily navigate and remove those. But it just makes the process a little bit easier. Now, at the very beginning, I talked about new parental controls. Microsoft is putting a big focus on the family as well, so you're going to have to authenticate, and with that authentication, based on your account, certain content may or may not be blocked. This is just, again, trying to make things a little bit easier for parents to manage. They know that if their son or daughter logs into the Xbox store and they only have a child account, they're not going to see mature content or things that just quite frankly aren't appropriate to that individual user. But it's a much better looking store, and I'm quite excited to see this roll out. Considering how much faster this thing loads compared to what is on the Xbox dashboard today, you all should be excited. It's going to roll out to just the Insider program first, and then more than likely, potentially later this month, they will roll out it to everybody. But it works pretty darn well. I can tell you that from the leaked app that I've played with, and it's hard to just kind of sum up that, hey, it's just a better store experience, while the dashboard has evolved significantly from when we first got our hands on the original Xbox One, and they've made many improvements. Like, I know there's still some complaints that the dashboard is laggy in certain areas, but if you load back up some of those early iterations, it's really, really improved. Granted, the store was the lowest hanging fruit for a long time, but it looks like that is finally going to get fixed. Nothing too major today, but keep subscribed, and we'll keep you updated as more news drops.